1,000 litres of oil for the same amount of land. That's 6 times as much oil, using the land much more effectively than any other oil crop. Despite its efficiency, there is one sector of the world's population that is not a big fan of oil palm, and that's the environmental groups. This is the image of palm oil they want the world to see.
Rainforests and peatlands are currently being cleared in Tunisia to make way for palm oil plantations. That in itself is releasing 4% of global greenhouse gas emissions every year. Added to that, it has some very serious implications for biodiversity, creatures like the orangutan, but also for the indigenous people who depend on those rainforests.
But Southeast Asia is a large and diverse region of the world. And with all countries in the region, Malaysia sets its own environmental standards, not influenced by what other nations may deem acceptable. After all, tourism in countries like Malaysia is a growing industry. In 2008, the country attracted 22 million foreign visitors, who spent in excess of $14 million during their stay. Tourists come to see Malaysia's orangutans, hike through its mountainous forests, and relax by its picturesque waterways. And Malaysians are fiercely determined to protect this diverse wildlife and natural habitat, to attract more visitors to it. Unilever, a company that manufactures Dove and many other palm oil products, was also quick to react to this Greenpeace campaign. They voted to oppose bad practice by supporting a moratorium on deforestation in Indonesia, while promising to source 100% of its palm oil from sustainable suppliers like those in Malaysia by the year 2015. The future of palm oil is looking increasingly promising for one of man's biggest challenges today, the environment and its limited natural resources. 600 million motorcars clog city streets across the world every day, their exhausts further adding to the impact of global warming. It is possible that palm oil could be a solution to our thirst for petroleum products. Some see biofuels, refined from products like palm oil, as a way to meet the ever-increasing demand for energy while reducing gas emissions.
We also see palm oil increasingly being used for oleochemical products. Palm oil can be converted into fatty alcohols and fatty esters and all kinds of other derivatives to substitute petroleum-based chemicals.
Biofuel is increasingly being produced from palm oil. In the future, it could be fueling cars around the world. But if palm oil is being used as a biofuel, will there be enough to be used as food as well? Scientists say the answer is simple. Convert plant waste into fuel.
We should be producing biodiesel or even biofuel from the biomass of oil palm.
Biofuels have been profiled as a key way to tackle greenhouse gas emissions from the transport sector, but the reality is really far from the case for many of those fuels. If you take palm oil, it's a very obvious example where actually what we're seeing is it's driving the expansion of destruction into rainforest and peatland that is causing rather than helping mitigate climate change.
To monitor the effects palm oil production is having on the environment, the Roundtable for Sustainable Palm Oil was formed. Set up to regulate the palm oil industry, the RSPO must ensure that progress does not come at the cost of destroying the environment. Those in the palm oil industry argue that the planting of oil palm is not the primary cause of deforestation. Instead, it's the global demand for timber that is causing the large-scale land clearing that still occurs today. The man at the helm of the Roundtable for Sustainable Palm Oil is Dr. Venggetta Rao.
The situation is complex. In these parts of the world, besides the palm oil